now April, May, June, and some of July off, where we thought that we were going to be on tour pretty much all the time. It was like, well, it's interesting because we're upset that we're not going on tour, but nothing feels different for us because we've just completely shifted into writing mode, which is what we would have been doing in August. So it's just only a bummer because we don't get to do these tours that we had planned, but it was trying to recognize that we have this free time and why not utilize it to work on something and keep busy. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what we're just going to do until things go back to normal. If that really is true, or things don't happen until next year, then I mean, I guess we're going to be trying to figure out a way to record our record towards the end of this year and put it out whenever we can. But everything's so up in the air right now; it's tough to really say with anything.
With people being stuck, knowing how artists work, knowing how the creative brain works, there's going to be a lot of new material and a lot of great musicians and a lot of great artists come the end of this year, beginning of next year, if we're all stuck for that long.
Yeah, it's I think it's going to reshape a lot of how our industry works and how people are affected by it, just like everything else in life and what we're used to. It's just that uncertainty, man. That's what kills. I think that's what's causing so much anxiety in everybody. There's just no stability, no certainty to anything. But the best we can all do is just stay safe and all the usual cliches that are going around, social distancing, and the more we can do to help our world come back stronger, then that's what we're gonna try to do.
How much TV are you watching?
Oh man, I was actually confused that we haven't brought up Tiger King yet, because I feel like that's like the most relevant topic.
I was gonna go to Netflix, but I wasn't gonna bring up Tiger King. You did it. That's on
I
you.
did it. I broke the ice. I watched that. I got like bullied into watching it because I have like crazy FOMO, and I didn't want to watch it because I'm an animal guy, and I've gathered enough about the show to know some of the stuff about it, and I was just like, I don't want to really support this, but everyone's talking about it, and I need to know. So I watched it, and it was just so fucking wild and extreme and ridiculous, and I appreciated it for that, and now I understand what people are talking about. So I did enjoy it, and I don't think I've watched anything else besides some of the new Walking Dead episodes. That's it. Just been working.
Yeah, the Tiger King. I don't know, like how they did that. Where at you go through the episode and it's okay, that's weird, and then at the end of it, it's like, wait a minute, this is gonna get more fucked up. Okay, I gotta watch the next one. Wait a minute, it's gonna get more, and it just keeps going. Like, okay, genius documentary making as far as that's concerned. But
yes,
yeah, that was insane and intense, and I wasn't gonna, but then yeah, same thing. Watched the first episode. I'm like, all right, I got to see this through now.
I love all the
Point-wise,
comments. I love all the comments asking if Carol killed her husband. What do you think?
yeah,
That's like the question of 2020, of everything that's going to happen this year, between Australia, between what are all the major events people are talking about? Australia, Kobe dying, this coronavirus, and
yeah.
all this other stuff. The question that is going to define our year somehow is still going to be, did Carol kill her husband?
Mm-hmm. Or people blaming Carol Baskins. That's good too.
Yeah.
For everything.
Have you watched anything? Are you watching something that I should be watching?
This is what made me think of it, because I started watching Explained. Do you know the show Explained on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
So they just put out one on coronavirus, on COVID-19. And I watched the first episode of that last night. I'm not even sure how long the series is, but it was really interesting to watch something, and this is where I'm going with this, to watch something from a point of view that's not political.
Right.
Was really interesting to see it from the science and to see how pandemics actually happen, to see the fact that Bill Gates predicted it last year, to see, all of that stuff is really interesting. I really implore anybody to kind of watch that stuff with an open mind, instead of from one side. Instead, don't watch it from the it's caused by 5G brain, and don't watch it from the we have to lock down for a year brain. Try to go somewhere in the middle, because it's really
right. It's
Yeah,
interesting that you bring that up because I feel like my most common exposure to what's going on with all the coronavirus situation is through like CNN or just whatever the news outlets are that are seemingly, they have their own political agenda behind what they have to say, and whether or
right.
not, a lot of it is fact or fiction, it's still seemingly politically charged, and you get the information that they want you to have. So I would be very interested in finding or watching what you're saying from a pure scientific standpoint. That'd be great to have
Definitely
for all of
interesting.
us.
I tell you, with all the political stuff, man, we've never need old school punk rock like we need it now. Um,
Heard that.
we need a Rage Against the Machine record and a Bad Religion record.
I think
um,
I think this would be a perfect time for those bands to be working on that type of music as well.
yeah,
If Rage already isn't working on something that's going to define like what this year was about, and then in a music sense, that they should be the band to do it.
they absolutely should be the band to do it. Which brings me to my question about Motionless in White, which is subject matter. What's in your brain? I mean, what's coming out lyrically? Can you give us a little taste of kind of, Disguise was pretty emotional. I know from a lyrical standpoint, is that a vein you're still continuing down, or is it more story? I mean, where's your head at with lyrics?
It's kind of early right now. Yeah, I mean, you're putting me on the spot to not only answer you but myself on this because I have been on the fence about this as well. I had a really great phone conversation with Ricky a couple days ago about, I was like, hey, what do you think, we should, what direction do you think we should go? What should we try? What do you hear being, or what do you hear this next record predominantly sounding like or being about? And we both kind of are in this phase where it's like we likely we could go anywhere and maintain the very wide range of topics, themes, sounds that we have always done. But I'm kind of stuck right now. Like I'm still experiencing many of the things that you and I have talked about Disguise being about. It's not like you put out a record and all those issues go away, or your
Right.
life just magically, turns for the better. It's still a journey that I'm on. God, that sounds so like it's still a journey that I'm on. But it's true, and of course, there's going to be songs about where I've been since that record came out. I think that everything that we've been working on so far kind of sounds one or the other. It's either heavier or very like straight out of like a movie score or something. It's really like intense and dark and um feels like I would be writing about very, very deep personal stuff again. So I think that's kind of going to be the mixture in the end. I'll predict it now, but I don't want to say that for sure. So that's my best answer. It's too early to tell.
I love the person that just commented, "Give us Creatures Volume 2."
Oh my God. People
They
are
won't
never gonna
stop,
let,
man. They won't
yeah.
stop.
I love getting the chance to say this stuff. It's so funny that people are still hung up on that record, and I love the record, and I was looking forward to seeing what we may have been able to do with that record for its anniversary this year. It's 10 years this fall, and we wanted to try to do something special that fans, are also talking about. But who knows what's gonna fucking happen now with coronavirus? But the maybe that's the universe saying, "Hey, don't focus on creatures" or something. I don't know.
Wait till the 15th anniversary or the 20th.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think I understand why the record is talked about and heralded as a quintessential record of ours. But I don't know if we would ever do a record that's entirely like that. But I can say that we have two songs started that feel very, very Creatures-esque. So
Did
it's
you see
it,
somebody just say, I'm watching the comments as you're talking because this is kind of
yeah,
funny.
me too. That's why I keep looking. I
Yeah.
see my. Go ahead.
This person just said, "Don't kill me. I don't like creatures."
Thank you. No.
No,
Uh,
it's all good. Yeah,
thank you. I hit.
you did say that when we caught up at Aftershock. Which I'm fingers crossed. I still get to do that, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen either. Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
sold out right now, dude. My Chem and Metallica. That was Come on, man. Like generational favorite bands at this point.
Yes.
But yeah, when we talked there, you had said something about you're just starting to put some ideas together, and it does. It stinks that, for anybody that's anniversaries this year, think about some of the great anniversaries of amazing records. Facelift from Alice in Chains comes to mind, 30 years this year.
Wow.
There's so many of those, and you can't go out and tour behind them. You can't go out and do stuff. And it stinks. Live music is important. So before I say go back to work, Chris, which means go back to work, Cutter, because I have to, get stuff done before I'm on the air in a little bit. But have you guys thought about doing digital concerts, things like that?
Well, I'm glad you asked. You're asking these questions that are like, they're so great to give me a platform to be informative, but then they also give me the ability to be held to these answers by fans for forever. Dude, I still,
only 1,000 people watching, Chris. It's no big deal.
Yeah. That by the way, that's awesome. 1,000 people at what, 1:30 Eastern time. Yeah. It's like, I mean, I know some people aren't able to work right now, but still, it's just awesome that many people tuned in. So thank you guys.
This will be available after this as well. We'll keep it up.
Great. I lost track of your question, and
digital.
Oh yeah.
Performances.
So we did have a small conversation about doing that, and I think that, how do I say this without regretting saying this? I think that if something that we would have liked to have had happen in the fall this year isn't able to happen because of live shows not being able to be a thing, we will very seriously attempt to try to do it globally with a live stream. So we'll leave it at that. Very vague, but I mean, you guys aren't stupid. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And
what do you mean?
Yeah. I think that's the goal, and hopefully, we don't have to come to that. We can just go back out on the road. But if not, if in general, if October gets canceled, I'm going to be pissed. Just not just for touring, but I love going to Halloween Horror Nights and everything, of course, associated with October and Halloween. And I just hope that doesn't happen for everybody that enjoys that as well. But if it does and we can't tour or can't do much, then we're going to consider the live stream situation for real. And then, yeah, we'll see. I think we're going to do it right if we do it and give fans what they've been wanting for this year. So
no,
that's my best answer.
No Motionless in White acoustic performance?
We asked about I posted a thing on Twitter asking fans what song they'd want to hear acoustic, because I thought I would try to do that, but it's currently on hold because I'm in the studio and working on new stuff. So once I take a break from this, I'll talk to Ricky or Ryan and see if they want to get together, because might as well do something that we can in the meantime. So yeah.
Obviously, it's loud. The acoustic thing.
I don't know about that. That'd be a really bizarre one to try to put acoustically. So
let's see. Let's just what if we just do this record? We could do you get Jonathan Davis, do Necessary Evil, right?
Sure.
Much right now. Anyway, Chris, thank you so much, man. I always appreciate your time. You know that. I love seeing your face.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Good luck in the studio. Take care. Stay in touch. And if you do want to do a live stream concert, we do happen to do them every Thursday night on our Facebook page for the radio station. So I'm just saying. I'm just pointing that out there. Now
you're gonna get people that are gonna hound me every day and be like, "Hey, Cutter said you could do it there, and you don't have to even worry about it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it."
I wish it was that simple. I really do, and I know it's not. But I just had to throw that out there.
Well, I appreciate it, and it's always a pleasure to talk to you, my friend. Thank you for asking me to do this.
Always. Thank you for doing it, and thank you everybody for watching. Over 1,000 now.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Chris.
Bye.
See you soon, man.